Hi guys, so I decided I'd do another uh, throughout the years video because I haven't done a video in a while. I've been busy with Christmas and other things. Before I get started, um, unfortunately, I have to say I know in my holiday tag video I had said that my grandmother wasn't doing very well, and unfortunately, a few days after I made that vlog, she passed away. Um, so yeah, it's been tough, but um, my family's very strong. In our um, within ourselves, I guess I could say within our faith, because some of my family is religious. I'm not, but anyway, that's getting off topic. So today I decided or tonight I decided I'd do throughout the years vlog just for fun because I can't sleep and yeah. Um, okay, so let's get started. What happened in grade one? I'm trying to think. Um, well, that's when I guess the bullying started. Yeah, was grade one. A girl who was my friend in kindergarten decided that in grade one she was going to decide to bully me and call me Four Eyes because obviously I have glasses and I was the only one in my grade and in my school with glasses as for kids. Some of the teachers had glasses, but none of the other kids did, which was kind of weird. But anyway, small town school, so yeah, explains everything. Um, what else happened? So that's, I guess, when the bullying started. Um, and it went all through elementary and all through middle and pretty much all through high school as well. I was so beaten down by that point that, yeah, didn't take much. But anyway, my cousin that year moved in with us. He was a troubled teen and wasn't getting along at home, so his um, parents decided for him to come live with us. And yeah, so he came and lived with us. I can remember fighting with him a lot because I wasn't used to having brothers or sisters, or brother, an older brother, being there, taking some of the attention away from my parents, away, like taking the attention that used to be on me all the time away. Well, at least some of it on, it was put on him because he was such a troublemaker. So, yeah. Um, what else? So yeah, he yeah, he was a handful, from what I can remember. And yeah, he came and lived with us, and I have one specific memory of my best friend at the time, Hannah, me, and my parents and my cousin all going to one of the zoos here close to where I live. It's in the next city. So anyway, like an hour away. But anyway, um, and my dad, he had like these really like weird like shades, and like he'd like put them down, and like we were in front of the monkey exhibit, and the monkeys would like go crazy, and then he'd like lift them up, and then he'd put them back down, and they go crazy again. And he'd lift them up, and they would stop, and then he'd put them back down, and they'd go crazy. I have no idea why. It was funny, and yeah, I can remember that being like one of the good times that I had with him. And yeah, I remember one time he tried to take me up on his stilts. He made these pair of stilts with old wood that my dad had, and he cut my lip open. He banged my mouth on the one of the stilts and cut my lip open. Um, they just glued it back together. They didn't have to do stitches, thank goodness. But my mom was like rip-roaring mad at him for doing that. And yeah, we used to like catty stuff, like throw pillows at each other and that kind of stuff. And I'd like tell him to like leave me alone and that kind of stuff. But yeah, what else happened in grade one? Not a lot happened in grade one. Oh, um, that was the year that we had an even amount of numbers of students in my class. There were 12 girls and 12 boys, and our teacher was trying to teach us 12 plus 12. So she made up this song called 12 on the benches, 12 on the floor, and it was like it would go 12 on the benches, 12 on the floor, 12 and 12 is 24. And so as a game, in the car to keep me occupied as many other games that we had, my dad would like screw this up and he'd be like 12 on the benches, 12 on the floor equals 37 or something like that. And I go, no, no, no. And I'd sing the right version and we go on like this for a while. And I'm sure it like drove my mom nuts because she'd be like just sitting there in the back or sitting there in the front, like beside my dad, just looking at him like, are you done yet? You're starting to drive me nuts. But anyway, and oh, another one we had, and it used to drive my mom nuts too, I'm sure. Well, most of the games we played probably drove my mom nuts because they're kind of annoying now that I think back on them. Um, is it was what was it? Oh, holy cows! I used to think the big bales of hay that you see in the fields around haying time. The big round bales, I used to call those homemade cows. So whenever we drive up to see my grandparents, um, we, and I'd see these bales of hay, I go, homemade cows. And if it like had plastic around it, like a plastic sheet around it, I go, homemade cows and blankets. And dad would be like, cancel because of this. And I'm like, no, it's not. And then we get in this kind of like argument, fun argument, and drive mom out nuts. And yeah. So anyway, and oh, and if we saw like actual cows, I'd yell out, real cows. And yeah, it was fun. Um, yeah, what else? I think that's pretty much it that happened in grade one. Um, that I can remember. Yeah, so that was it, pretty much. Also, on a different note, my business, I'm hoping to open up this month. If you guys have been following me, you guys know that I just got back from a training um, program in BC, and I am, excuse me, I am opening my own obedience school where I live. So, and I'm calling it Buddy's Second Chance Obedience. So, yeah, it should be up and running by the end of this month. I'm excited for this new adventure. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys had a great Christmas and a good bringing in of the new year, I guess. Okay, bye.